All right, J.O. Jonathan Oliver, Higher Enlightenment, and I'm going to share with you guys a story today. Today is Tuesday, so we're going to call it Storytelling Time on Tuesday today. And I want to share with you guys a story that I shared with one of my very good friends that I've known since kindergarten, and I was talking to him yesterday about this story, and I hadn't remembered it in years, and I was laughing and holding my stomach and got a big kick out of it. And I woke up this morning, I was reflecting on the story still, and I realized this happened to me about 15 years ago. And where I am in life now, in the stage that I'm in life right now, as I reflect back on this story I'm about to share, it was a lot of powerful lessons that I learned that I didn't realize it at the time that I was learning. And I know it now because I've lived them out and I'm living them out continuously. But at the time I was like, wow, this is something that I was learning at this particular stage. And here's the story. So when I was a young man starting out as a professional speaker, as a motivational speaker, I used to speak with an organization that was phenomenal. We went around and we prepared students for the next transitional stage in their life. It was called Making It Count. And if you were in middle school, we prepared you for high school. High school, we prepared you for college. In college, we prepared you for corporate America. And we did this by, in middle school, how you should approach high school. High school, how you should approach selecting the best college for yourself. And then when you're in college, how should you approach, the college you selected that you got into, for as the classes you take, for as getting the internship, and moving forth going into corporate America. And it was called Making It Count. And it was great. It was for young speakers and seasoned speakers and speakers of alike that were just getting out, making an impact, and having a lot of fun doing it. But one of the ways you got paid as just getting a paycheck was you also got reimbursed for the money that you put on the table to go out and do these trips. So I was going out 28 days out of the month traveling, speaking, and I would have a lot of money on the table, sometimes $3,000-$4,000 of reimbursements that were needing to come back in. And you submitted all your receipts, all your expense reports, and you got your stuff back. Well, I guess one time they didn't get my fax with all my expense reports. And my wife at the time and I were a young couple. She's a first-year resident student going for internal medicine. So we didn't have any money. I made tables at a restaurant. I barely had any money myself. And my reimbursements didn't come back as I'm going on this trip. So my wife calls me as I'm getting on a plane to fly to Kansas City from Dallas. And she says, hey, you hadn't gotten your reimbursements yet, and we're in the red, and you may not be able to get a hotel when you get to Kansas City. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So I get to Kansas City, talk to her again. She's like, your reimbursements didn't come in. I'm sorry. And I called, the office. They didn't get the fax. So that doesn't help me at the moment. That doesn't help me where I am right now. So as I'm picking out a rent-a-car, they're giving me all these cars saying, hey, you're eligible for an upgrade with this car. And I'm like, you know what? I need this PT Cruiser tonight. And they were looking at me like, okay. So I get this PT Cruiser. I'm going to a little town right around Leavenworth. And I'm going there in my little PT Cruiser, knowing the whole time I'm about to sleep in my car. And once I get to the little town, I go and see what a hotel is that I was supposed to stay in. It's a Holiday Inn Express. I see the hotel, and I just kind of drive around the area, drive over to Leavenworth. At the time, Michael Vick was in prison. Went to go see where he may be. Waved out to Leavenworth. Came back over to where I was going to be staying. Finally, the sun kind of started going down, and it was a very eerie feeling knowing that where I'm spending all my time is going to be where I'm going to be sleeping tonight. And plus, I'm in a city, a town I've never been in my entire life. So finally, I parked my car in the parking lot, kind of underneath the little street light in Holiday Inn, right where I'm supposed to stay at the hotel, where I don't have money, can't afford to stay, and turned on the medium temperature of the car, laid the seats all down, got in the back, layered up with a jacket and a sweater, and I slept in my car and slept like a baby. We slept great. Woke up a couple of times because there was some people beside me making out in the middle of the night. I don't know if that was their spouse or not, but the way they was kind of acting, and it make it seem like it possibly was. Woke up the next day, as I told my buddy, put on the clothes that I was supposed to wear to this presentation, walked into Holiday Inn Express, sat down, had the continental breakfast, looked into the USA Today newspaper, went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, washed my face, and went to the school that I was supposed to go and present, and spoke to these students about success and how to prepare for the next transitional stage in their life, and I killed it. Got in my car, feeling great, felt like $1,000,000. Get to the next little town called Atchison, Kansas. My wife tells me, hey, your reimbursements are not in still, but I did some moving around. We got a little bit more money. Actually, she said they came in late. I got money, and you can stay in a hotel tonight. And I said, okay. So I go find this little medium price hotel. It was not really any Holiday Inn Express hotels in this town that I was staying in. Go check into the hotel, get ready to go to bed that night, thinking the night before I slept in my car, and realized when I was sleeping in that hotel the very next night after I slept in my car was better than the hotel that I was currently going to be sleeping in. And as I think back on it now, here's what I learned. Number one, my circumstances of sleeping in that car versus staying in a hotel the very next night did not determine if I was a successful person or not. What determined me being success is what I believed about myself inside. Number two, success is a mindset. It's a mindset. Understanding that a result of being successful can possibly mean cars and house and all that stuff, but those possessions do not make me successful. I have all those things now, and I'm grateful for those things, but those things does not make me a successful person. You've often heard people say success is not a journey. Excuse me. Success is not a destination, but it is a journey, and it's a moving target. And success is different for everyone. But what I learned for myself, thinking about it now, is success is a mindset, and it has nothing to do with what I possess for as material-wise. It's what I possess within my mind. My mindset is what's making me successful. So to be able to sleep in my car and then walk into a school and speak to a student about success and have them believe that as if I just got the best night's sleep ever in a California king bed, not realize I slept the night before in a PT Cruiser, is because I believe in myself as a successful person, not because of what my circumstances may say. So where you are right now in life may not be where your circumstances are showing you where you should be, but your mind and your heart will guide you to where you can finally end up if you continue to stay on the journey. So that's just my little Storytelling Tuesday for you. Hope you get what you can out of it for yourself. As I reflect on it at the time of my life, I realized I got some powerful lessons I never really marinated on. And when I was sharing the story with my buddy yesterday, we were laughing out on my stomach. I got to thinking, I was like, you know what, there's some things I learned about that situation for myself that I would like to share with other people. So I hope you got something out of it. Thanks for tuning in. This is J.O. Jonathan Oliver, personal development coach, higher enlightenment. You have a great day. Be safe out there.